Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, good people? It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. I have had technical difficulties for about an hour and a half now. I've tried everything that I know to do, but I'm going to go to the Word, and I'll worry about the other stuff later. I just need to be in the Word right now because I feel myself getting frustrated and irritated and irritable. So I'm going to go into the Word and then, rock with that for a minute. I'm reading just for today, and for those of you who follow me, you know that I'm a recovery counselor by profession. And so, that being said, I read recovery readings just to get grounded in my day. Amen. And the things that I have to encounter. And I need to say, this week has been one for the record books as far as the insanity in and of addiction. Amen. Okay, so this reading is entitled Small Things. And it starts by saying, in the past, we made simple situations into problems. We've made mountains out of molehills. Or, as the young folks like to say, you put the 2 on the 10 and you're doing too much. Yes, I can't see your hands, but I want to say, as a show of hands, how many people do you know who just do entirely too much and they get the vapors when they can't seem to make the dots connect? Amen. And and we all have somebody like that in our lives, or maybe it's us. We have these grandiose plans and no insight, no energy to carry them through. Let me get into the reading. It's entitled, again, Small Things. And it says, making mountains out of molehills seems to be our specialty. Yup. Have you heard it said to an addict, a flat tire is a traumatic event? I want to say we are the most medicating society that I know because we're always trying to meet somebody else's standard. We're more concerned about what other people think than we are about what God thinks. We'll go above and beyond to show somebody that we're something and do nothing for the kingdom. I know I'm preaching to somebody, if not only myself. It says, or how about those of us who forget all pretense of principle when confronted with a bad driver? I have a hair trigger temper. Not so much I have road rage. I just get frustrated. And people as of late have been driving, like they're facing the wrong way in the car. Yeah, I just get frustrated, and I'm at this age where I want to preserve life and limb. I'm not so reckless with a, several thousand-pound vehicle that's traveling at a speed that can do some damage to me and to somebody else. We just lose our minds. I need to say that. And like this statement just said, some of us have no filters when we do. It says, and what about that can opener that won't work? The one you just threw out the second story window. Have you ever been that frustrated where you just thrown stuff? Yeah. I'm the type of person that I get frustrated and I become a pressure cooker. And then someone trying to be helpful, notice the choice of words there, says something, and then all cool points are used up. in that moment. I think you can relate. Do you ask for patience right then and there? I remember as a little kid being told by my mother, or being warned not to pray for patience. And what's the first thing you do when somebody tells you not to do something or suggests that you don't do something as a child, as a person that's immature in thought? You go right ahead and you do it. And I can tell you, I've been tested and tried ever since. And I mean that with all seriousness. I didn't have the wherewithal to wait. And I still struggle with it. And for me, somebody who's chronically late, I'm super early. I want to be punctual. And for me, somebody that's chronically late, that's passive aggressive communication, and that's telling you whatever that you show up for or want to show up for on time is of no importance to them. Call it what you will. Give it a cute name so it's more palatable for you. But for me, it's blatant disrespect. And it's always dismissed with, that's just who I am, or that's just how I am, And you show up early and that person gets irritated for you being on time, being punctual. It's like that meme of the animals running up and seeing the ark floating off. Let me just continue on with this reading. It says, no, it's not the major setbacks that drive us to distraction. The big things, divorce, death, serious illness, loss of a job, will throw us, but we survive them. We've learned from experience that we must reach out to our higher power and other people to make it through life's major crises. It's the small things, the constant day-to-day challenges of living life without using whatever it is that we use to numb out that seem to affect most people in need of healing. It's the little things that you let pile up. It's the little things that you give a pass to. If you had addressed it when it first irritated you, you wouldn't be blasting somebody's wig back right now. Amen. I learned this the hard way. And it doesn't help when you have two people who have that pressure cooker mentality. No, it's fine. And they're, I want to say, deniably polite. And there's a new term. Yeah, I just made it up right now. And when I say deniably, it's like both of you are in denial about the level of irritation that you're experiencing, but you're trying to be polite. So does politeness mean that you lie to yourself and you lie to somebody else? Unfortunately, in today's society, it does. And it's those small things that will kill us. Those passes that will kill us because they lead to frustration. Frustration leads to high blood pressure. When you have high blood pressure and it suppresses the immune system, there's a whole bunch of things that go with suppressing anger. Amen. So I want us to think about the molehills that we ignore.